Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody on this Tuesday morning? I'm Kimberly Crawford. I am your 10 a.m. host of IN10tion Tuesday 2.0, and I'm really happy to be here in this sacred space with you. And I want to check in. How are you doing this morning? Well, I am very, very appreciative that you chose to take these few moments for your self care, where you can put a pin in your day and put everything else on hold and put yourself first. I think that's incredible. And we need that now more than ever. There is so much chatter, so many things happening externally, right? It's like these waves happen where we just catch our breath, right? We're allowed to kind of just swallow a few gulps of breath, and then we're right back and accelerating again. And we had a very, very intense, good morning, you guys, very intense full moon, right? It was probably one of the most powerful of the year. And I don't know about you, but I checked on Thursday. I thought, gosh, do I have the date of the full moon wrong? Like it was so big on Thursday. It just wanted its presence known, right? When it's actually at its fullest climax point on Saturday. And the effects of that full moon, right? It peaks, but it's still very much a part of our lives, in this week as well. So be mindful of what is becoming illuminated for you right now, right? What is stepping forward wants to be seen, right? And it's not about judgment or feeling shame or guilt. It's just what we've been doing together, practicing our awareness and being appreciative that this is now being brightened, illuminated, so you may see it with compassionate eyes, right? Holding grace in your heart and then being able to make the next best choice for you to move forward. All right. So now that I've got my little PSA out of the way, thank you for being here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. I've got lots of wiggles today. I don't know about you. Here in the Bay Area, it went from like piping hot, like hanging out in your underwear on the couch in the middle of the day kind of hot, to completely overcast. All my kids left in sweatshirts this morning for school. And it's really this paradoxical time. So I'm just going to continue to be the bamboo, and I invite you to do the same. So if you feel like you want to sway and actually pretend that you are a piece of bamboo, that sounds good. Let's do that right now. Like literally rock back and forth. Move those shoulders. Just allow them to drop away from your ears, giving them space. Really move your body around kind of like a noodle. Okay? It's amazing how quickly there's tension, right? We've been awake for a few hours now, got our clothes on, feel a little presentable, and sometimes with each step forward, we can ratchet up and also ingest tightness and constraint and angst. But here, we're letting that all go. So imagine you've got these pillars, right? You've got the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. And we're going to dive into our mantra today. And while we do that, I'd like you to check in somatically and feel if that physical cup is low and needs to be overflowed, right? Filled up and overflowing. How that mental cup is. What about the emotional, right? There's that intelligence in the mental, and then the emotional with the feeling. How that knowing translate into that emotional body. How is that cup? Is that cup overflowing with overwhelm? Then we want to go ahead and pull that down today, right? And neutralize that by pulling it down, not in that tight little box and then putting it on the shelf. We're going to pull it down through our roots, move it through our legs, out of our feet, down into the earth, so it can be transformed back into pure possibility. And then we're going to check our spiritual cup. How is your spiritual cup doing? How is the seat of your soul? How is that beingness? Is it feeling connected to the all there isness? Or are you feeling a little bit isolated and disconnected? So as you take an assessment of those 4 pillars, then you know which one to concentrate on first as we dive into our mantra and activate our vibration, raise up together in sacred space, and really, really focus on overflowing today. There's so many shifts happening energetically this week, and it almost won't make sense, the different aches that you'll feel in your body, having almost too much energy and then nothing, 30 minutes later. There are so many things happening on the planet, right? Inside the planet, outside in our universe, the solar flares, Schumann's resonance, all these different things that scientists are trying to figure out what the heck is going on. But we know it's our ascension process. We're walking through the door to a whole new world. And now we get to be really concise about what we're building together. Okay? All right, let's take some nice deep breaths in. Hi, Muriel. Thanks for being here. Here we go. In through our nose, sitting nice and straight, but relaxed. Again, our shoulders are dropped. Filling up those lungs and letting it out through our mouth. I invite you to rest your hands today on your abdomen. You're releasing that belly out. Another deep breath in. Learning how to belly breathe can be life-changing. Oftentimes it's more effective when you lie down, but even when you're sitting in a chair and you just take those 3 deep belly breaths, that's bringing you deeply into your body. That's a very fast way of grounding, a fast way of resetting, right? And it nourishes every single cell with all that oxygen that it really needs. And oftentimes we're breathing up here, very shallow. We're not giving our full life force, right? That animation that is required, especially in these times. Ready? So 1 big belly breath in through your nose. Let's go. Make that breath, baby. Really get that belly sticking out. And slowly let it out. Awesome sauce. Okay, here we go. Try to read this without my glasses today. Let's see how I do. Okay. What we did was we resurrected IN10tion 1.0 because, every once in a while we've got to go back to the oldie but goodies, right? Because they're timeless. They're absolutely relevant. And this is one of Jill's favorites, The Power to Dream. And she writes, in the light of the traumas that continue to roll through the world right now, she remembers a phrase which was, don't pray for a hole when you're leaning on a shovel. When she heard that, it hit her. You can have everything in the world, but if you can't envision the whole, you won't be able to co-create it. If you don't have the courage to pick a place to start digging, you'll never get there. You'll spend your whole life leaning on the shovel, anxiously waiting for the hole to appear. Or you'll never start to dig at all for fear of losing the shovel, for fear of losing what you think that you have. And we hear over and over again, energy flows where attention goes, and that intention plus attention equals manifestation, right? Our mantra here. But she was having a hard time connecting those phrases to dreaming and materialization. In her own practices, We've often been confused or trivializing the idea of what is dreaming, thinking that dream time was escaping or avoiding being in the present. Yet the more we study and read about co-creating, we realize that from dreaming comes intention. Our dreams are the building blocks that pave the road to our intention, and it's time to pick up our shovels and manifest. Use the tools that we are given to dream, to imagine, to build what we are meant to be, to co-create our heart's desires. If we are the co-creators of our reality, why fret about digging a hole when we can unearth diamonds? Beautiful. Mantra number 33. I partner with the divine to envision and manifest my greatest good for the greatest good. I dream with the divine. I am the co-creator of my heart's desire. Beautiful words. And I will say that, goodness, of course, the day I don't have water. Pardon me. One of the things that I was talking to a friend recently was the power of acceptance. A lot of times, especially in the work that we do, we're talking about manifestation, intention, the power of positivity. But there's a great power of acceptance of what is. The fact that you have a shovel, the fact that there is this desire that is inside of you waiting to be birthed, knowing that we have to activate that intention, that we have to do the good work of pushing the head of that shovel into the earth, breaking apart that hard surface, being willing to use our strength, our determination, our grit to pop that soil up and move it aside. To first be willing to accept that there is work to be done and that there already isn't a hole. And when we pretend that everything is perfect and wonderful and not really accepting where we are in the moment we're in, it really gaslights those around us. It really deactivates your opportunity to co-create. You can hold joy in your heart and have that be the core vibration and hold on to that state of joy while you look out into the world, your reality, your moment, and say, this hole needs to be dug for me. And get about the business of doing it versus waiting for that to happen. Okay? Fantastic. All right. I remember failing forward, that my white bowl was a little bit full of too muchness. So what we're going to do is just use my beautiful Tibetan brass bowl today. We're going to listen to the ambient sounds. I don't know if you can hear the natural birds around me and the breeze. And I'm going to set this timer and we're going to begin. I partner with the divine to envision and manifest my greatest good for the greatest good. I dream with the divine. I am the co-creator of my heart's desire. So as we talked about those pillars, our physical pillar, your mental pillar, your emotional pillar, and your spiritual pillars. When that mantra is pulled into your body, where do you feel activation? Take note as you breathe in slowly and you exhale even slower, knowing you are in safe, sacred space. You are held, you are guided, you are celebrated, loved, cared for, honored. Continue to breathe in, feeling your feet really magnetized and heavy, connected with Mother Earth. Knowing you've activated that bridge, you are the physical bridge, heaven and earth manifested. And you can feel that really strong, potent vibration of the sun pouring into the top of your head, nourishing you, fostering growth and expansion as it pours into every cell of your being, instantly raising your vibration to the highest possible frequency that your body can hold. And as it's pouring into you, helping you to get to that state of overflow, you can be delighted knowing that of all the possible non-physical beings, you are here now. You. We're here to co-create. So this new world is unfolding. And our dreams are more important than ever before. And as there's so much going on outside, you can use your imagination to focus inward on your heart. And within your heart, you can see those 4 pillars: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. Checking their capacity. And as the sun and the earth do their good work, and you bring your awareness to that infinite flow of energy that is always there for you, you allow that energy to activate and elevate you. I partner with the divine to envision and manifest my greatest good for the greatest good. I dream with the divine. I am the co-creator of my heart's desire. Continue to breathe in deep. You may notice that your breath continues to get stuck at the top of your lungs. You're welcome to take one hand off of your abdomen and shift it onto the top of your lungs and gently pat, soothing yourself, soothing that heart, instructing that heart to turn inward, dismissing all of the external information. The information happening inside of you is the most important thing you can hear right now. Your instructions from the divine. Where are you instructed to dig this hole? How deep, how wide? What diamonds are ready to be unearthed in your life? Where in your garden is it impacted? Or it has too many weeds and needs to be aerated before you can really begin. I partner with the divine to envision and manifest my greatest good for the greatest good. I dream with the divine. I am the co-creator of my heart's desire. Where in your body do you feel any agitation? Where is your mind trying to lead you away from this meditation to what? Take notice and then come back. Turn back towards your heart. Turn back towards your belly, towards that anchoring that you are in this safe and sacred space, held by God Source, by your ancestors and angels, all of the highest vibration. Realizing as you step forward, you're stepping away from the low vibratory beings that have been a part of your life probably for a long time. You're stepping away from the low vibratory patterns like watching the news all day or checking your phone every 2 minutes. Instead, you are choosing to focus and be heart-led, to actively seek your tribe, to spend time here with us practicing, as well as practicing on your own. Knowing that discipline and consistency are the way through. I partner with the divine to envision and manifest my greatest good for the greatest good. I dream with the divine. I am the co-creator of my heart's desire. Now, in these last 2 minutes, I invite you to really focus on the rays of the sun pouring down. You're welcome to lift your hands up to the sky, lift your face up to the sky. And just imagine that golden light pouring over you and drenching every part of your being, as well as your subtle body, that energy around the physical space of you, just really being lit up. And as you begin to overflow out of your subtle body, out of your physical body, where do you send that light? Where do you send that love? Pick a focus and send it. It may be somebody who is rehabilitating and needing that extra light. It may be the future you. The you 10 minutes from now, once this is over, that you're pouring it towards. Maybe it's the earth as a whole, that you pour it out onto this planet, allowing this planet to shine and illuminate, brightening up our universe. Now in our last 30 seconds, I invite you to come back into your body, into your physical vessel. Look at your fingers and your toes. Taking those deep, easy breaths as you wind down, holding on to this beautiful feeling of expansion while being grounded and anchored inside your body, where you can make the most potent and powerful choices. And that, my loves, is our 10 minutes, which was steady and purposeful, and it felt really good. How are you feeling now? Are you feeling better? Are you feeling full? I hope so. And know that Jill and I are so appreciative of you being here. We know that it's not easy, especially in the middle of your day where the meetings are supposed to happen, and this is the pocket of time where it's most effective and efficient to be off doing the errands and the chores and the cleaning and all the things. But you chose you. You chose us, the collective. And we're pouring that love and appreciation right back at you. All right. I'm sending you ease and grace. I'll see you tonight live at 10 p.m. with Jill.